Chapter 6 Season 2 is finally here, and if you want to know what the 30 best combos are, then this is the video you need to watch, because today, guys, we're looking at 30 best combos in Chapter 6 Season 2. This is going to include some Tryhard combos, some of the newest combos in the game, and some combos you guys need to main right now. But let's just get straight into it, and we're starting off with Fletcher Kane and the Jar Buster. This is obviously one of the newest combos in the game. Fletcher Kane is sort of the villain of this season. He is the big bad wolf that we do see in the trailer. And even though this might not eventually become a Tryhard combo, I still feel like this is going to be one of the better combos for you guys to main and I guess use this season as well. Obviously, the coolest part about this is that this actually is not involved as the secret battle pass skin during this season. That is actually the Midas variant that we have seen. I really thought when the trailer first came out that the wolf would be the secret skin, or at least the unlockable skin a few weeks later. So I am glad that you can get this pretty much as soon as the season launched if you do buy your way through the battle pass. Next up though, guys, we have Field Agent Kyro, and we are pairing this with the Merry Mint. Now, even though this is quite new, it wasn't actually added with the Chapter 6 Season 2 battle pass, but I still feel like this is definitely going to be a Tryhard combo moving forward. The design of this is really clean. Obviously, Kyro has been in the game before, but honestly, I feel like Field Agent Kyro might just be a little bit better. The Merry Mint is going to be the hardest part of this combo to actually obtain, because it is a very rare pickaxe, but you could always sort this out for some of the more simplistic pickaxes that we do have in the game, but I just feel like this combo works so well together. Next up though, guys, we have to talk about Pit Stop and of course Yoda's Cane. Now, Pit Stop is slowly becoming one of the more popular skins that we have seen in the game, and that is because a lot of pros and streamers are starting to use this and recognize how good this actually is. For 1,200 V-Bucks, you get 4 different edit styles, and I feel like it is such a bargain. It is easily one of the best skins I have added to the game, and also very underrated at the same time. I feel like Yoda's Cane is perfect for this because it fits in with every single style of this skin. So regardless of if you're using one of the more simpler styles or one of the more brightly colored edit styles, it is both going to work so well together. Next up though, I feel like the Unchained Ramirez and the Gold Crow might just be a little bit better. This is one of the coolest skins in the game as well. This is probably one of my more favorite collab skins that we have actually seen, and that is because this has the same effect that Midas does, where it gets more golden the more eliminations you get. This is something that we haven't really seen with too many other skins, and especially for the collab skins as well. I feel like this is something that never really gets added to the game, so I feel like this is such a good change by Fortnite, and I definitely hope that we do see more skins like this in the future. The Gold Crow is going to match in with this. It is completely up to you guys on which one you want to pair this with though, because you can pair this with so many different pickaxes in the game, like the Vault Guardian, but honestly, I just feel like this has to be one of the better ones. Obviously, this is always going to be one of the combos that I feel like so many people want to buy, but it just doesn't feature in the store that often. So if you want something that does feature in the store a lot more, then the Surf Witch and the Star Wand is probably going to be a better combo for you. I mean, this features in the store so often, we see so many people using it, and I feel like it is always going to be one of the more Tryhard combos that we do see. Now, it is quite underrated at the moment just because we have had a brand new battle pass added to the game, and whenever that happens, a lot of people do stop using some of the older, more Tryhard skins just to try out some of the newer skins that we do see. So I feel like that definitely has happened lately, and that is probably why the Surf Witch has dropped off. The Star Wand though is always a pickaxe that people ended up pairing this with. I feel like it is going to match in so perfectly. It suits both edit styles of this skin, and it just almost looks like these items were perfectly designed together. Another combo that also looks really clean though is Control, and we're pairing this with the Harley Hitter. These items look so clean. I feel like Control might be the best F1 or racer skin that we have seen in Fortnite for a really long time. Obviously, it did seem like we were going to be getting F1 collab skins added, but it doesn't look like that is happening anymore. So Control is a perfect skin to substitute for this, and I just feel like this is so worth it for only 800 V-Bucks. The Harley Hitter matches in with this really well as well. It is such a simplistic pickaxe. It is going to fit in with all of the colors on this skin as well. You could always use something like the Icebreaker or the Driver, but I just feel like the collab pickaxes are definitely starting to become a little bit more popular now in Fortnite, and that just makes this combo even better. That takes us forward, guys, and next up we have the Mogul Masters, and we are pairing this with the Icebreaker. Now, you can actually use any of the Mogul Masters with this for this combo, but I just feel like at the moment the German Mogul Master would have to be one of the best because of how simplistic this actually is. I feel like it is so underrated at the moment as well, just making this even better. We never really see too many other people using it. I feel like it is definitely one of those underrated Tryhard skins, but there is still something so clean about this. They are quite expensive though, and this is sort of a victim of the fact that they were added to the game so early. I mean, if these were added a few seasons later and just one skin with a bunch of different styles, then it would be a lot better than what they are today, with basically 8 different skins that all look very similar and costing 1,500 V-Bucks. I feel like that is just a little bit overpriced, which is quite disappointing. But we move on, guys, to a much more cheaper combo, and this is going to be Haruka of the masks, and of course the Wix Katana. This was actually added quite close to the end of Chapter 6 Season 1. This is definitely one of those skins that fitted in with that season so perfectly, though. It fits in with that Japanese mythology theme, and I just loved it so much. I feel like this could have been a lot more popular as well, but it just didn't get the popularity that it deserved because it was added right at the end of the season, and especially item shop skins never really gained the popularity they deserve because, again, there is just a brand new battle pass in the game. There is no doubt, though, this will slowly become one of the more popular skins that we do see, and hopefully quite tryhard as well if a few more pros and streamers do end up using this. Obviously, Wix Katana is probably going to be one of the better pickaxes for this. I feel like any of the katanas are going to work, but you can pick this up for only 500 V-Bucks, easily making it one of the best in the game. If you guys don't really buy the Fortnite crew bundles, though, you could instead end up using something like Big Dill and of course the Vault Guardian. Now, this is actually a big meme combo. We have already talked about some tryhard combos in this video, but honestly, I feel like some of the big meme combos could definitely gain some popularity over the next few weeks to be some of the best in the game. Obviously, the Big Dill is sort of the theme or the main character from this season. We saw him featuring in all of the trailers, and there are just so many different variants of this skin as well. This is only going to get better and better, and of course more popular as well. I feel like it can be hard to find a pickaxe to match in with this because it is such a big meme skin, so the Vault Guardian is a perfect choice because it fits in with the theme of this season so well. Another combo that was added around the start of Chapter 2, though, has to be Zadie, and we are pairing this with the Star Wand. This is easily one of the most tryhard combos we are ever going to see in Fortnite. It is honestly insane how good this is. I cannot believe you can pick this up for only 1,200 V-Bucks. It almost seems kind of insane how cheap this actually is, and especially since they have already remade this quite a few times, I feel like there is a lot of potential moving forward that this is only going to get remade more and more. I feel like that is probably the coolest part about it, and also one of the more underrated parts about this skin that no one really thinks of. So for 1,200 V-Bucks, it is worth buying. You can always change around the pickaxe to whatever you want to do, but there is just something so cool about pairing the Star Wand with all of these styles. That takes us forward, guys, to the number 20 position, and we have the Aces wildcard skin, and we are pairing this with the Harley Hitter. I really like this a lot. I feel like the Aces wildcard is honestly an improvement on the original wildcard skin. It just looks so sick. It is the FNCS skin though, so it probably won't be featuring in the store too much in the future. There is something so cool about this though. I would have loved to see some other edit styles for this. It is kind of annoying that a lot of the FNCS skins just get added to the game with one style. They would definitely benefit from a lot more styles with some other FNCS color styles to them, but that could always be something that does get added in the future. I feel like the Harley Hitter did work really well with the other wildcard skins we do have in Fortnite, so again, it just sort of made sense that we pair it with this skin as well, but there are probably some other pickaxes that might be even better for this. Let's move back though to a much older Battle Pass skin, and this is Midas, and we are pairing this with the Gold Crow. Similar to what we talked about with Jaws, I feel like this is one of those skins that is always going to be tryhard in Fortnite. Not too many people have really been using Jules or Midas again because we just had a brand new Battle Pass added to the game, but as we do progress throughout Season 2, a lot of people are going to go back to start using this skin once again just because of how popular and tryhard it has actually been. I am always going to be using this skin. It was one of the first ever skins that I mained in Fortnite, and for that reason I just have such a soft spot for this. I feel like it is one of the best skins Fortnite has ever designed, and they have remade it a bunch, so even if you don't own the original Midas skin, you can always buy one of the other styles for this, and that is going to be just as good. The Gold Crow was added one season later, so I just feel like it is perfect for this, but that takes us forward, guys, to a much newer skin, and this is the Lady of Cranes, and we are pairing this with the Slasher. I'm a big fan of this. The Lady of Cranes has to be one of my favorite skins from the Fortnite crew bundles as well. I feel like the Fortnite crew bundles have been really underrated for a long time, and now that the Lady of Cranes has been in the game for a few seasons, it is definitely starting to get the popularity that it deserves, with a lot more people actually using this. All of the additional styles for this as well just make it even better. I mean, the default style was still really clean, but all of these additional styles just improve this a lot, and I feel like this could easily be one of the better skins that we do see moving forward. Let's move on, guys, to the number 17 position, and we have Keisha Cross, and we are pairing this with the Raiders Revenge. I really like this combo a lot. Obviously, it is part of the Battle Pass, and we are going to be talking about a few Battle Pass skins this season, but obviously the downside for this is that there are just so many different Battle Pass skins to get added to the game at the same time. time, so unfortunately a lot of these are really going to be underrated for at least a few weeks until the battle pass does become a little bit more popular, so we're just gonna have to wait and see if that does eventually happen to this skin. I'm still a big fan of this though. I love this so much, and if you guys have been using it, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Let's move on though, and next up we have the Star Assassin, and we are pairing this with Vader's Katana. I'm always a big fan of the male skins that Fortnite do add. I feel like there has to be some of the more underrated skins in the game as well, just usually because a lot more tryhard players end up using the female skins that we do see. But I feel like the Star Assassin has been so well designed. This is easily one of the better designed male skins that we have seen at least since Chapter 5, and I feel like we could see a big boom in popularity for this during Chapter 6 as well. Hopefully they do add some more styles, because this is easily one of those skins that could get a lot more styles as well, so we're just gonna have to wait and see if that does end up happening. But we do need to pair this with Vader's Katana, just because this is such a clean pickaxe, and of course it is Darth Vader's Katana. It honestly doesn't get better than that. But let's move on guys, and next up we're going with the Night Conqueror, and we are pairing this with Vader's Katana. Now the Night Conqueror is basically a Black Knight 2.0. They've remixed this for the Chapter 1 Season 2 OG season. I feel like they nailed this collab. This skin looks so clean, and the fully golden edit style is honestly incredible as well. I'm so glad this was added to the game, but obviously there are a lot of different skins that you can end up using from this battle pass as well. I just feel like we had to include it in this video. I really like Vader's Katana with this as well. I feel like it matches in with the glowing red eye perfectly, and even if this isn't that tryhard right now, it will definitely get a lot more popular in the future. Let's move on though to a combo that is even newer than this, and this is going to be Cassidy Queen, and we are pairing this with Wix Katana. I'm a big fan of this. You guys can get this skin straight away as soon as you buy the battle pass. It is easily one of the best battle passes we've seen so far, and this skin is just incredible. I really like this a lot. I feel like the edit styles for this as well just make this skin even better. Wix Katana really does fit in with the theme of this pickaxe as well. Obviously, if you do want to match it up with the theme of this season, then you could always pair this with the Vault Guardian, and that is also going to look really clean. But in my opinion, I just feel like Wix Katana does look a little bit better. Again, this battle pass has been so incredible with so many different skins, but this is still easily one of my favorites. That takes us forward guys to the number 13 position, and we have the superhero skins, and we're pairing this with the Winter's Wand. The superhero skins are always going to be tryhard in Fortnite. You can actually pick these up for 1,800 V-Bucks, so they are some of the more expensive skins we have ever seen, but definitely worth it because of the amount of edit styles and customizations you can actually do to these. It is crazy to think about. These have been in the game now for like 4 years, and is still easily some of the best skins and most popular skins every single day. People love these. I honestly understand why, because they are so creative, but the fact that these styles have been banned, unbanned, banned, and then unbanned so many times is just insane to think about, yet we still see so many people buying them every time they feature in the store. I feel like the Winter's Wand is one of the better pickaxes for these, just because it is quite simplistic. It is going to work in with every single style of these superhero skins that you guys end up using, which just improves this a bunch. And my only hope for you guys actually using these is that you do start using some of the other edit styles for these, as opposed to just the fully white and the fully black styles, because they have been so popular since the beginning. So some of the other color variants are just going to improve this a lot more. They are going to make you stand out a lot as well, but so will Lana Lane and the Vader's Katana. Lana Lane is also an older Fortnite crew skin that was added a few months ago. I like this a lot though. We now have all 6 edit styles for this skin unlocked, and it is easily one of my favorites. We have seen a few pros like Noah W plays actually using this quite a bit. He's been using the second edit style of this that was added, which is sort of an orangey edit style to it, but I feel like the default style is still really clean, and any of the other edit styles just are really good as well. Vader's Katana has to be my favorite pickaxe for this, just because it fits in with every single style of this skin, so regardless of which one you use, it is going to be really good. Let's move on guys, and next up we have Travis Scott, and we are pairing this with the Harley Hitter. I mean, we just had to pair these items together. I feel like this is easily one of the best male skins in the game, and still extremely rare to this day, only featuring in the store once, and that was back during Chapter 2 Season 2, when we had the first Travis Scott concert. This was still one of the best concerts Fortnite has ever done, even though we have had so many over the last few years. feels like it is honestly hard to compete with one of the first concepts that we actually had. Travis Scott was so well done. This concept honestly made me buy this skin, and the other skin that was introduced with this was the Astrojack skin as well, but no one has really been using that, and the Travis Scott skin is definitely the one you want to use. A lot of pros like Mr. Savage do end up using the Harley hitter with this. These are just some of the best items to pair together, and I love these so much. We need to move on, guys, and next up we have the Polo Prodigy, and we are pairing this with the Axe of Champions 2.0. This is easily one of the most interesting skins in the game because it is a remake of the Renegade Raider, but with a clothing brand collab. This was actually part of the Ralph Lauren collab. They did an incredible job making this skin look so good, and obviously this was added before we had the Renegade Raider feature back in the item shop once again, which I feel like did drop off the popularity of this, but still a lot of people love it and are definitely waiting for this to return to the store. The Axe of Champions 2.0 is going to be the perfect pickaxe for this. It's going to fit in with all of the styles, but again, it doesn't really feature in the store that often, and especially now since we do have brand new FNCS items, we honestly might never see this returning to the store once again. Let's move on, guys, to the number 9 position, and we have Valentina, and we are pairing this with the Titrationator pickaxe. This is one of the more interesting combos in the game. I'm actually a really big fan of this. I love this so much. I just feel like this combo has been so clean already, even though this season is only a few days old. I feel like this could eventually be one of the best skins we do see in Fortnite as well. There is a lot of customization with this, and this pickaxe does fit in with this really well, especially the default purple edit style, but obviously there might be some other pickaxes that tryhards and pros do want to use with this, like the Star Wand or even the Leviathan Axe. I feel like is going to make this a very tryhard combo, but regardless, this is definitely a combo that will be so tryhard this season. Next up, though, guys, we need to move on to Comic Book Catwoman, and we are pairing this with Kong's Battle Axe. Comic Book Catwoman is one of the best collab skins we have seen. It is one of the best DC skins they have ever added as well, and that won't be changing anytime soon. A lot of people thought Fortnite had stopped collaborating with DC, but then they finally added this back to the game, and I just feel like that was so exciting and so surprising at the same time. I really wish this skin had some more styles. I feel like there are definitely enough comic book Catwoman variants that they could have made a few different styles of this skin, but they obviously have not been added yet. But Kong's Battle Axe does fit in with this so perfectly. I feel like the colors line up really well. This is probably going to be the most try-hard pickaxe that we do see from a collab during Chapter 6, but obviously it was just added, so we're going to have to wait and see what else gets added to the game as well. Let's move on to another DC skin, and this is Karuta Harley Quinn, and we are pairing this with the Punchline pickaxe. I love this a lot. This is personally one of my favorite pickaxes that we have actually seen, so I just feel like we had to include it in this video. I was kind of shocked when this actually got added back to the game because they've already remade Harley Quinn, which was Rebirth Harley Quinn, so I cannot believe we had Karuta Harley Quinn added to the game. Obviously, there were some other really cool items that we had during this season as well, but in my opinion, I just feel like this is one of the best combos that you can use, and the Punchline is another DC pickaxe. It was added with the Last Laugh bundle, so it is quite unique because not too many people ended up buying that bundle. It did set you back around $30, but was so worth it. We then move on, guys, to another collab skin that is even better, and this is Lara Croft, and we're pairing this with the Kong's Battle Axe. Lara Croft is going to be one of the best collab skins they ever add to Fortnite, and unfortunately one skin that you guys just will never be able to buy again. This is introduced with the Chapter 2 Season 6 Battle Pass, so I feel like this is one of the more interesting skins that we have seen, because a lot of Battle Pass skins do die down quite quickly after they have been added to the game, but this has only gotten more and more tryhard. I cannot believe how good this actually is. Obviously, it can be hard to find a pickaxe that matches in with this because there are so many different styles of this, but I feel like that is why Kong's Battle Axe is a good choice, just because it fits in with pretty much every single style, even the golden edit styles, and of course the green edit styles as well. Let's move on, guys, and next up we have the Sparkle Diva, and we are pairing this with the Studded Axe. This is one of the cleanest combos in the game. This has to be one of my favorite combos in the game right now as well. I just feel like it has been so good for such a long time, but is easily one of the most underrated combos Fortnite have actually designed. This is pretty much a remake of the Sparkle Specialist, but in my opinion, this is even better. There's just something so cool about the design of this, and I feel like it is only going to get better and more tryhard in the future, but make sure you guys do pick this up before this season ends, because again, you'll never be able to get this after Chapter 1 Season 2 OG does does actually end. I feel like the studded axe matches in with the glowing effect of this perfectly, which is probably one of the best parts about this, but you could always pair it with something like the Leviathan axe or even the Star Wand as well. Let's move on guys to the number 4 position, and we have Chani, and we are pairing this with Kong's battle axe. Obviously Chani is one of the more interesting skins that we have seen, just because it was added back during chapter 2 season 8 when we had the June collab, and then we got a second June movie and even a June TV show that was released, and Chani didn't even feature in the store. This was so strange. I don't know why Fortnite did this. I feel like Chani could easily be one of the best skins that we do see if they did add it back to the game, but because we haven't seen this, I just feel like it doesn't have the opportunity to be popular at all. It is quite expensive for 1,500 V-Bucks. Kong's battle axe is going to be perfect for this just because it matches in with it so perfectly, but it definitely has not been as popular as some of the other Tryhard combos in the game that we have seen, including Siren and of course the Leviathan axe. Now Siren is one of the most controversial skins in the history of Fortnite. I feel like controversial might not be the best word to describe this because it is one of the most popular skins we've ever seen, and coming in at 1,200 V-Bucks, it is definitely worth it. The downside for this though is that it has just been so popular in the game for such a long time that if you guys don't already have it, it honestly might not worth be buying it at this point. Obviously if they do end up adding even more styles for this, then it would be so much better, but we're just going to have to wait and see because they have definitely added some other styles for this skin in the past, and of course they were separate to this, not just as edit styles. The Leviathan axe though is going to be one of the best pickaxes for this because a lot of people do actually love it, and again this just makes it even more tryhard as well. Let's move forward guys to the number 2 position, and we have the Renegade Raider, and we are pairing this with the Raider's Revenge. I love this so much. I feel like the Renegade Raider is going to be one of the better skins that we do see in the game as well, but unfortunately not that many people have been using it just because again we had a brand new battle pass added to the game. There is still something so cool about this, and the skin got even better if you had have bought it during chapter 1 season 1 because there were other edit styles for this that just got added to basically celebrate all the OGs, and I feel like that is one of the coolest things about it. The Raider's Revenge was an easy choice for this as well. Obviously it was the pickaxe design for this, so it just makes sense that we pair these items together, but if you guys have a better idea for what you could end up using with this, then make sure to let me know what that is in the comments down below. But let's move forward guys to the number 1 position, and we have Joss, and we are pairing this with the Elegant Crowbar. This is just one of the newest combos in the game. It was added with the chapter 6 season 2 battle pass and is incredible right now. I feel like this is only going to get better in the future, and it is going to be so surprising if this doesn't end up becoming one of the best combos we ever see. It seems like everyone is loving this skin so far. Obviously if you don't buy your way through the battle pass, then it will take you a while in order to unlock this. It isn't necessarily the first skin that you unlock, but I feel like it is going to be so worth the grind because of how good this looks. It can obviously be hard to find pickaxes that match in with this, but I feel like the Elegant Crowbar does a pretty good job, and it is also included in this battle pass as well. But there you guys go, that is my entire video talking about the 30 best combos for you guys to use in chapter 6 season 2. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and make sure to let me know in the comments down below what combo you were maining today.